Coming up, a matchup made famous in Super Bowl 34. The Rams got the best of the Titans in that one, but Tennessee has no plans of coming up short in this one. Next on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is... And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Jackson now to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Quarterback Matthew Stafford bringing out the LA offense. And Stafford, of course, all those years in Detroit and now in his first season with Los Angeles.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw is Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Bud Dupree. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Bud Dupree was a first-round draft pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers and really blossoming his last few years there, teaming with T.J. Watt to create quite the duo. Dupree had 8 sacks in 2020 before hurting his knee in Week 12, 11.5 in 2019, and signed with Tennessee for 5 years and better than $82 million.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Going deep here for Parker. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week.
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Tannehill's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action, it's Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferguson. And oh, he coughed it up. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel powering forward. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Let's go.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Henry. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams go off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 50, Stafford. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Stafford on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Stafford. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Tannehill on 3rd down. This is Bell on the dump off. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Busts through the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Open man is Samuel, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Henry again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from Pater. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
McCann now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the now a handoff to Henry. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Now Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Rams have got it back. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. This one into the hands of Burton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Toss right to Henry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this one is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From his own goal line, Stafford. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Stafford's throw here taken in by Parker. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Well, he obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On fourth down, Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. On the draw, this is Henderson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Personal foul.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 on the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jackson now to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Cam Akers and the Rams offense ready to go back to work. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
He was brought down by Martin Dupree. Brings up 3rd down.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Titans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Micah Kiser was in on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Running left, it's Henry. Loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis. And that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Second and 11 now.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. This will be caught once again by Brown.
And the Titans are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. McCann's kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 and 24-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On 2nd down now, Akers. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
Here's Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do.
How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. With 2 yards on the pickup there, it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 25 yards that time.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Running lanes were to frame him in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the 50, Stafford.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down at Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Harold Landry. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Room to run inside the 40. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. From the gun, a give to Henderson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jeffrey Simmons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Big 20, alert!
on the handoff. Henderson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
For the throw here, caught by Devontae Parker. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff, Henderson, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Stafford. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
58 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now a first down throw. Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Second and 6. At the 10-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll run on first down. Henry stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 77 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
McCann for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Now left side on the swing pass. The first down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Stafford now to throw. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just outside his own goal line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. On first down, it's Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Open man is Samuel, complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. On first down, Stafford here. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and 8. So it's Rams football here as we get your reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Stafford on third down. It's caught by Jackson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing again is Stafford. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. Touchdown! Jacob Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Tennessee offense set to go again. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Henry again on 2nd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man. It's Brown. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they will take a knee here. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Tennessee, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.